up, everybody? Pero nadie conectado, pero aquí ya estoy en vivo. We're live here en La Estrella, pero hasta que nadie se conecte, no voy a estar hablando mayor cosa. Until somebody's connected, I'm not going to be talking much. ¿Cómo?
Hay unos dibujos en el parque. Esos dibujos usted cuando entra como hay como una plaquita y usted pone el celular, reconoce que
Ah, ok.
una pintura. Yo nunca lo he utilizado, pero sí está.
Okay, I got you. Entendido. I understand. What's up, guys? In case you're watching this right now on a restream, we're here in La Estrella, a small town near Medellin, about 30 minutes by car. And this is a Saturday night, so I'm here to show you the nightlife in La Estrella if you want something different, more of the local life experience. So just if you're watching this on the restream, that's what we're doing here in Colombia, 30 minutes south of Medellin. Depending on what point you are in Medellin, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 20 minutes, it depends. By car, motorbike, something. Merque Paisa, one of the popular supermarkets. Okay, somebody's already connected. Ya se conectó alguien, porque a mí me sale la pantallita. Ahí donde muestra como la personita.
Sí.
Uno. Y donde muestra el dedito para arriba, el like, eso es el que le vayan dando gustar. Y a veces se desconectan y llega a ser otra vez. Ahí le diciendo cuánta gente lleva uno total conectados en el momento. Y a veces por señal o lo que sea, se desconectan ellos o uno. Si el foto no se conecta bien, pero aquí dice que estamos live. Live es en vivo, en el rojo ahí.
Sí.
Por eso se demora un rato porque les llegan las notificaciones a ellos. Entonces, los que están suscritos al canal, y además de que suscribirse al canal, le han dado clic a la campanita, a la campana, es cuando reciben la notificación. Aquí ya, thanks, gracias, muchachos. Thank you, cousin y Octavio de prima. Ya por aquí yo me pongo a andar a dar vueltas y todo. Sí, yo me voy a dar vueltas por aquí, así por atrás. Y envío cosas. Ah, ok, allá. Ah, ok, ahora bien. Yo me voy para allá un momentico para dejarme esa música porque si la cogen por mucho rato me cascan. Adiós. Muchas gracias, muchachos, que estén bien. Bendiciones. ¿Y el colectivo lo cojo ahorita para el metro dónde?
En la esquina de acá.
Ajá.
Donde va el taxi, hay una esquina baja.
Ahí en esa esquina baja.
Que baja se le dice.
Ah, ya ando bajo de aquel. Ah, ok. Ah, ok. Voy caminando para allá para la vueltecita. Hay que por
¿En
aquí.
la esquina o en la esquina de abajo? ¿Qué?
Ah, okay. I'm gonna go this way. Oh, mira, comida mexicana, Mexican food. Órale, taco. Órale, que taco. Oh, ya se metió alguien. Hey, what's up, Aaron? How are you? Yeah, I'm getting. Ya se metió alguien aquí. Ahí les saludo a través de lo que me salen los mensajes. Chao. Yo no le pongo la cámara a ustedes porque pronto le da pena. No, ah, bueno. Bye bye, cousin. My cousin and her boyfriend. El novio y la prima. My cousin and the boyfriend. Octavio and Lina. Bye bye. Chao. Bye bye. Thank you. All right. So what's up, Aaron? Let me see what message you have here because I was saying goodbye to my cousin. Hey, what's up, Stefan Anawi? I'm glad you're liking him. Yeah, you're getting your exercise in this weekend with the walkabouts. Yes, I am, Aaron. And thanks for loving the videos, Stefan. Yeah, I'm going to keep them coming. Look at this. This is La Estrella. If you want the local life experience here in Colombia, this is 30 minutes south of Medellin by bus or whatever. You can come by metro and check it out. And look at here, they got some Mexican food. Orale, que taco. Mexican food restaurant right here. And this is right here across from the park. Buenas, ¿cómo le va, hombre?
Bien, ¿qué más? ¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien, bien, gracias. Estoy aquí en vivo mostrándole a la gente esto en inglés, live
Órale.
on YouTube. Pero apenas me conecté hace un momentico, entonces hay uno. Habían dos, pero a veces se desconectan por señal.
Listo.
Así en YouTube, pero esto es en inglés, se llama Traveling Eddie, el canal.
Bienvenidos, comida mexicana. Órale, qué taco.
Thank you, that's the name of the place. Órale, qué taco, thank you. Wow. ¿Y cómo son los precios?
Oscilan entre 10,000 y 15,000 pesos, es decir, 4 dólares.
$3 or $4 are the prices for burritos here, nachos, quesadillas, drinks, tacos, and specialties. Ah, gracias. Good. Qué bueno. And this is the address. And there's the Instagram and WhatsApp for home delivery service. Gracias, amigo. Take care. All right, so we're live. People are very cool, very friendly. So I'm just gonna walk around a little bit around this way, and then go into the park so I can show you the nightlife here in La Estrella. And that was my cousin and her boyfriend. She's my cousin twice removed, or once removed, whatever they call that. Oh, somebody was talking to me. Who's talking? Who's saying something? It's freezing in Michigan. Oh, wow, man. Yeah. Stefan, I don't know if I pronounce your name properly. I'm American, Colombian American, born and raised in the US of A, between New York City and Georgia and South Carolina. So that's why I got that mix of two accents, or three, in terms of New Yorker and South Carolinian and whatnot. And yeah, come on over to Medellin, Stephen, come on over. Life is cheap here. Your dollar goes a long way. If you want to come here for a month, I do recommend it. And you can even hang out in La Estrella if you want a different vibe, a different experience. And I'm just walking around. I've been coming to this town because my mom's family on her mother's side are from this town, La Estrella, the star. And this is on a hill. This is on the mountainside. Just like parts of Medellin are on the mountainside and parts are at the bottom of the valley on the flatland area. So we're going to be seeing the nightlife here, people, dogs, and everything. And yesterday seemed so far away. Yesterday we were in El Poblado, part of Medellin, one of the sections or sectors in Medellin. And we did a 2 hours and 24-minute walk about. And I showed people that were there, were connected to the stream live, or people who saw the restream. Places like Manila, where a lot of backpackers go, and everything. They got co-working spaces and co-living. Then I showed Poblado Park. If you want to see that, that was yesterday's live stream on a Friday night. And Jeros Park, and Provenza, and some other little part of that whole red zone. And this is La Estrella. This is something different. You will really not see any foreigners here. I mean, probably one or two once in a blue moon. This is more of the local experience, the locals that are around here. He's got a weird horn. He was beeping something. Look at that, Mr. Burger's Bar. A restaurant right there, Mr. Burger's Bar. And it's pretty cool. Looks nice. So let's see what we can see all the way up here, and then we'll go to the main park, the main area, the main square, main plaza, whatever you want to call it, where we can see what kind of bars and little social gatherings are going on there. I haven't been here on a Friday or Saturday night in years. It's been a long time. And this is La Estrella, but they also have an area that's being developed with high-rise apartment buildings that are brand new, and some are as old as 10 years old max. And those apartment building gated communities, some are as high as 25 stories, 25 floors, and very modern with all the amenities and good internet connection, strong high-speed internet, cable TV, whatever, landline. But this is the old town. This is the old section. Look at these houses here. These are old houses, old school stuff. call casas de tapia houses. And they're listening to the folk music from around the way. That's a funeral home there, funeral parlor. Angels of peace, peace angels. And on the far distance, you can see Sabaneta, all the high-rise buildings. Sabaneta is right across the river. That's part of Sabaneta. Let me zoom in a little bit. That's Sabaneta, but well, this doesn't do too well at night. Let me zoom out. Trying to zoom out. There we go. La Flega. What is La Flega? I don't understand that. And okay, your channel has a lot of potential. Thanks, I appreciate it. Michigan. I was in Michigan a long time ago when I was a kid, going through Detroit twice, and even Flint, Michigan, and once in the summer, once in the winter. A long time ago when I was a kid. I traveled through the whole East Coast a lot, growing up as a kid and as a teenager in the States, and as an adult too. I went to some places. Kentucky, Alabama, lived in Georgia for a while, lived in South Carolina for a long time when I was a kid. New York, went to Mississippi, went to Tennessee a lot of places. Some people are playing the music very, very loud. See some of the businesses, some of the little bars and shops, still early in the night. And this is very safe, a very safe town. Like I said, no place on the planet is 100% safe in terms of cities or towns or villages. You can get into a fight with somebody, you can get robbed anywhere around the world, and maybe even put out of this life. So don't believe all that negative hype that Colombia this, Colombia that. I mean, they've been saying that for years about New York City, about Los Angeles. People still go. So this is the park, and this is a bread, like a bakery type thing. Looks pretty cool. Mordiscos, bites. Bites. Basically, mordiscos means bites, like taking bites out of food. So this is the park, the main park here, and people are just chilling, hanging out on the stoops, on the steps here. Back in New York City, when I lived in Woodside, New York, as a teenager for 7 years, from the age of 12 to the age of 19, we used to hang out on the stoops. We call it the stairs to the buildings, to the 3-story buildings there in Woodside, right off Roosevelt Avenue. We used to hang out on the stairs, the stoops, when we were teenagers, just, chilling, doing something. Oh, my camera lost its focus. Focus. I don't know what. Okay, now it regained the focus. That's the church. Rochester. I heard about Rochester, but I never went to Rochester. I mean, the last time I passed through Michigan was when I was maybe 17, 16 years old. Something like that. I don't remember. But my dad was driving. I didn't have a driver's license at that moment. When I was 16 or 17 in New York City. Couldn't get one until I was I think it was 17, and that was a driver's permit before I turned 18. So this is the front of the church. The name of this church is the Immaculate Virgin of Rosario de Chiquinquirá. I'll just show you the name. It's in Spanish. I'm just trying to do a good enough translation, but sometimes it's a little difficult. That's the name of this church right there. La Inmaculada Virgen del Rosario de Chiquinquirá. I think this is all the way from 1959 when they put up this church. So it's not that old. Yeah, there are very nice churches in Colombia. Not as many as in Mexico. Mexico takes the cake. Mexico is number one, at least for me in the Latin American countries, where you got beautiful churches. There you go, some of the high-rise building apartments that I'm telling you about here in Estrella, new, 10 years or younger, and they're gated communities and even gated communities of houses and all of that with armed security, private security that you pay for. Living there in terms of the whole gated community. And they got another. Colombians are very big on Mexican food, especially paisas, antioqueños, paisas. So there's another place here called Tijuana Tacos. So the Mexican food is gaining a lot of popularity. Mexican culture, the mariachis and the other Mexican music now, norteño music, starting to become very popular here in Colombia, especially in Antioquia. We are in Antioquia. And you got these old heladerías, and people are dancing there, drinking. This is having fun on a Saturday night, as you can see. And this is a pool hall, Bijares pool hall. There's another pool hall right there. They're playing Colombian pool, not six-pocket American pool, but Colombian type pool. Call it bandas. I've never played, but that's what they call it. And people just hanging out in these little bars. These are typical Antioqueño bars. Typical Antioquia. So I'm just walking around. La Estrella is a very small town compared to Sabaneta or Bello or whatever. Got a lot of Mexican food. And definitely healthier than American food in some ways. Yeah. And it's safe. Like I said, all these places are very safe in general, very safe. Nothing is ever totally safe. I keep reiterating that. We have a saying in Colombia, no de papaya, no de papaya. Don't expose yourself to being robbed. Don't go around carrying a Apple i12, i13 smartphone and brandishing it around, showing people, I got this expensive ass phone. I mean, I'm using my gimbal here with a regular smartphone. Even that can get stolen. But what can I tell you? We all are not exempt. No one is exempt from being robbed, from being a victim of a robbery or an assault, or some kind of aggression. It can happen to any one of us. There are some areas that are very dangerous to visit, to be in, whether it be in Mexico City, New York City, in Detroit, Michigan, and Detroit having been one of the most dangerous places in the U.S. back in 2010, I think it was. I remember the stories of my friends, even one of my friends that lived in Detroit for like a year. And then he said he couldn't take Detroit anymore and he moved to New Jersey. When I was living out in Jersey back in 2010, 2011 until 2012. So anyway, and I'm walking around here nonchalant, just laid back, all just cool, calm and collective. I ain't thinking about who's gonna rob me or whatever. I'm not attracting that kind of energy. So La Estrella is a different kind of vibe. It's pretty laid back. You could come here for a little while, enjoy it, and then you could take a taxi back to Medellin if you're staying at an Airbnb in Medellin or in Envigado, and it's gonna run you about 25,000 pesos if you take a regular cab, or you can, use Uber or InDriver, those two apps, and all that. Oh, this is a restaurant. Looks like a nice restaurant. I'm trying the camera to get the focus. This is a restaurant. Looks pretty cool. But the entrance must be around the corner here. Wow, it does look like a nice setup. I don't like to barge in through these windows usually, but I'm doing this for the channel, for you guys. You are the channel, not me. It looks like a very nice, look at this architecture here. Look at these houses. They've been remodeled a little bit and everything, and they look beautiful. And these are old houses, but remodeled a little bit. And the name of this restaurant is, there's a bus coming up, so I gotta be careful because some of them are idiots. Pedestrians do not have the right of way. Not in this country. On paper, yeah. On paper, they have the right of way and all, but that's only on paper. Some guys will not respect you and will hit you and then disappear. This place is called Casa Nawake or something like that. It's a restaurant. They sell hamburgers, artisan hamburgers, grilled food, cocktails, and on Saturdays they have crossover music. So that's the restaurant here. That's the entrance, and the kids are there hanging out. Looks like a very nice atmosphere. Wow. So La Estrella is definitely changing a lot for the better. And people just hanging out here on their little porch, little deck, and having a little sit down and talking and enjoying life as a family. This is very good. I don't know how many YouTubers that are foreigners have ever done a video here, pre-recorded or live, but I'm one of them because I am a foreigner in the end. I was not born in Colombia. I was not born in Colombia. I was born. I keep repeating this because some people are new to the channel, to the live videos. I was born in the States, born and raised in the US of A, but my blood is Colombian. But my upbringing, my education is a mix of a lot of American in the good sense of culture, values, and whatever, and Colombian too. And Colombia, being happy-go-lucky, happy. Colombia is one of the happiest nations in the world. One of the happiest nations in the world. It's a very nice feeling to have, to know, to understand that you are in one of the happiest countries in the world. Yeah, Gringo. What's up, buddy? What's up, diamond guitarist? Mr. Rock and Roll. And yeah, learn Spanish, man. I mean, even in yesterday's live video, I showed a school called My Teacher in El Poblado, one block down from Poblado, one block over from Poblado Park, right there where the pedestrian street is, where they got the restaurants Dharma and whatever, and Sabor Chino, and it's at the end of the block. 8 Mile Road. Oh, that's in Michigan. Yeah, I remember Eminem, the movie. Eminem and 8 Mile Road. Yeah. So Colombia is considered, and I think somebody was telling me this week or last week, I think it was my brother, he read it in the report, and Colombia is considered in the top 5 happiest nations in the world, meaning people are very happy. Holy mackerel, they're building a large tower block, as they say in England, or apartment building right there. That's got to be at least 30 floors high. I don't know if you can see it because of the glare of that lamp, street lamp. Like I said, you got to be careful with motorbikes, cars, and everything because they will hit you because they're not really observing traffic rules. See, that's a tall ass building, but they haven't finished it yet. So La Estrella is starting to become an up and coming area. And now here, these guys are listening to tango music, música tango, at this little bar there, whatever that is, or paisa music, not tango, it's paisa. Now these streets, the sidewalks are something left to be desired because they're so uneven, so abnormal, it's not even funny. You can't take your eyes off them because one wrong step and bam, you hit the floor like a flapjack. And if some of you don't know what a flapjack is, that's a pancake, a flapjack. I remember we used to say flapjack sometimes, or hotcakes down in South Carolina. I want some hotcakes. So the sidewalks are not, they leave something to be desired. Kind of like in India. I love India. When I was in Mumbai, the sidewalks were as big as this, but no bigger than this in terms of width. In much of the areas I was in Mumbai, near the Shore Bazaar in Mumbai. India's awesome. I got a lot of videos on India. At that time, I was not a YouTuber. They're at the beginning of this channel. In the first 5 months, I uploaded them. But at that time, I was not a YouTuber. I was just doing it for family and friends that wanted me to make some videos to share with them when I got back or on Instagram. And then I decided, to use those videos as the first ones on my channel when I started this channel back in May of 2020. Going on 2 years. So this is La Estrella. But for a Saturday night at this hour, it's pretty calm. It's still early. But this is not like Poblado in terms of Parque Lleras and Provenza Barrio, Provenza, the Provenza neighborhood. That is 5 blocks up from Jarrah's Park, and it's a lot better than Jarrah's Park. The live stream was 2 hours and 30 minutes yesterday. You can check it out if you want to. And all that. And they got this little business here. It's a fonda, small little business, and people are just chilling. And if you want something for people that are 35 years old or older, that's a good area to hang out at. One of the little fonda bars. And you just have your drinks, but the music is kind of loud, and you just have your drinks. I don't drink. I gave up liquor, beer, wine, all that stuff back in 2013 was the last time I had a drink. Except for the one I had in the Mayan village in Mexico back in June when I was on a tour with some family, some people that I met from the States and some people from Poland. And we went on a tour of the Koba ruins. And I had only a little drink because the native people, the Mayans, at the little Mayan village we went to, they had one of those liquors they ferment, make it from corn. And that was it. It was like a little shot. That was it. But you guys can come here and have all the fun you want. It's your life. It's my life. I try to give as much information as I can. And these live streams are the best way instead of a pre-recorded video because you can take as long as you want and really go in depth into giving some good, solid information. And if you can see, it's pretty quiet. We're coming back up on the park and the church there. And given it's a Saturday night and it's still early, I would think there would be more people out at this hour, but it's only 8:47 p.m. And this is a liquor shop right there, the liquor shop. And a lot of barber shops all over the place. You can get a haircut here in most places that are not like in a mall, not like in an expensive area where the rich people live, but in these regular neighborhoods in whatever, Envigado, Medellin, in the normal neighborhoods, like Life with David, the YouTuber, points out that lives in Medellin in the Conquistadors, Laureles area. If you've never checked Life with David out, check him out. He's a Texan, not a white Texan, but a descendant of Latinos of Mexico, but his family's been there for quite a while, like some generations, I think. And he gives a lot of information about that area. I'm giving you this. I don't know, but David seems like a cool guy. I've never met him in person, but he'll give you some more information about those areas if you're interested in conquistadores and whatnot. But the live stream allows me to give you guys as much information as I can and show you all of this live at the same time. This is another billiards hall. Another billiards hall here is down there, billiards hall. But the billiards here is not American six pocket. It's Colombian bandas. I've never played it except for twice in my life, basically. And I couldn't learn it. My cousin tried to teach me, one of my cousins, and I couldn't get my head around it. Look at this business, this Toscana, Italian food, cafe, bar, and restaurant. And younger people are there, like from 20 to 30. It's a different thing. And then there's this La Fonda, a crossover place, like a nightclub to go and party down there. And it's called La Fonda. It's a bar type of place. Oh, and that business, let me get out of the way of all this music. See the water fountain working. Let's just get away from that music for a moment because more than 25 seconds is going into the danger zone with copyright music. But from a distance, maybe with the two things, all these little tables outside, if you want to sit outside under the umbrellas, you got this with the different businesses. It's pretty good. And that business on the second floor used to belong to one of my cousins, but he sold the business. And it looks pretty cool. Look at it. Look at that. Pretty colorful. Colombians are very known for our colorful nature. So wow, look at that. And you can sit there on the balcony and have fun and dance to salsa, merengue, cumbia, vallenatos, whatever. So that's this place. Young people are hanging out, older people, older crowd, whatever. All kinds. And this park was remodeled Look at the church again from this angle. Up with that lamp is in the way, so it's glaring. Let's get past the lamp, maybe get a better look at the church from a distance. La Inmaculada Virgen del Rosario de Chiquinquirá. So people are just chilling here. Everybody's just chilling in the park. This is what they do most parks here. And almost all the parks in Colombia have, I'm talking about the main park of each town or city, have a church as the centerpiece. And most of these parks have been remodeled. And people just hang out here on a Saturday night, do a nice laid back plan, chill, whatever. And it's just cool with their doggies, with their kids, with their grandmothers, grandfathers, girlfriends, boyfriends, husbands, wives, whoever, and all that. And people are just having fun. They're very friendly. Ah, ¿cómo está Laura? Bien. My cousin over here, she was waving at me. ¿Cómo has estado? Ahí está la niña. Hola, Martina. ¿Cómo has estado?
Bien, no.
Bien, bien. Yo me veía que me hacían así. Yo, ¿cómo estás? Ah, Lina, ya te encontraste con Lina por aquí. Ah, qué bien. Es que estoy haciendo un video aquí en vivo en YouTube y Lina me estaba preguntando que cómo se hace monetizar y todo y le expliqué lo que le pude porque ella está interesada en ganar dinero. Ay, cómo está grande. Wow, qué bien. And she's having fun. Uy. Ah, bueno, qué bueno saludarte por ahí, Teo, porque estoy en este momento en vivo. Chao, primita. Igualmente. Y a ver, ahí estoy hablando con tu papá un ratito ahorita. Sí, estoy de la mamá, de tu abuela.
¿Y para dónde va después?
Ya después me voy para la casa para estar con mi madre y todo. Sí. Chao. Bye bye, cousin. Chao. Hasta luego todos, que estén bien. Yeah, my family, my mom's side of the family on her mother's side. And that's where they're all from. So let me see, somebody's talking to me. It was my cousin. Humberto, ¿qué más, Humberto? ¿Cómo está, Humberto? And Mauricio Estrada. Hello, Mauricio Estrada. Hola, Mauricio. Henry Caro, what's up, man? Hola, Henry. Desde Puerto Rico, la isla del Encanto. Panama too, wow. Thanks, man. I quit alcohol, yeah, none of that from me. Guys, thanks for coming on to the chat, to the live stream here. Let me go down this way and show you some stuff. So that was my cousin. She's my mom's cousin's daughter. But we're all family, even if it's twice removed or 3 times removed. We're all family here. We don't let the distance in blood kinship changes or whatever. Wow, this whole little food eatery here. Got all kinds of good stuff here. So let's go down this way. So this is La Estrella. La Estrella. And you got one bar there called Puebla Discoteca. That's a nightclub. Puebla. They're playing vallenatos if you want to dance to vallenatos. Ice cream shop right there. The ice cream shop. Keep walking and showing life. The tree with the moss hanging down, like in Savannah, Georgia. It's very nice. It's all good. People just look at me and they think I'm a foreigner, and I am a foreigner, but not the way they believe, because I'm a foreigner with native blood in terms of generations and generations and generations and generations of both my parents' families having been here, having come over from Spain and from Germany and whatever else. But they think I'm a foreigner because they look at me and they see the camera, and I don't dress like a regular, I don't know what, I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. But look at this. This is the place I'm telling you. The little balconies there, and you can sit on the little table and have fun there. It's called Mi Niño Adorado, my adored child. Wow. And the entrance is through here. You can come up into this area through there and go up into the fonda. It's a fonda, as it says right there. Fonda, Mi Niño Adorado. My beloved child. Basically, that's the proper translation. My beloved child. My beloved boy. Because niña is feminine and niño is masculine. And look at this other little place here. You got John Lennon. They probably play music in English, rock. It's a nice little bar. Very nice little bar. If you want to come and check out a bar here, it's called Mojito. Mojito. So they're playing music in English. If you want to come, and look, they got an old style little video game there as decoration. Wow, cool. Street Fighter or something. I don't know what it is. So you got this bar, pretty cool situation, and you got all these artists right there, Keith Richards and John Lennon and whoever else. Wow. Nice little puppy there. Hola. Nice little pup. Chorrito, hola. Buenas noches, ¿cómo están? Hola. Buenas noches, oh, happy, contento. Uy, con esos dientes filosos. Filudos, digo. Sharp teeth. Nice, beautiful puppy. Yo amo los perritos. ¿Es una niña o un niño?
Niña.
Niña. Hola, niña. ¿Y cómo se llama?
Morita.
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 Morita. Morita. Beautiful. Muy bonita. Es una hija más y siempre los va a ser fiel y amorosos con ustedes.
Muchas gracias.
Por si es el primero que tienen, no sé, yo siempre he tenido ya hace 22 años y son familia, no son mascotas.
Eso es verdad.
Sí,
Se vuelve más de la familia.
sí, eso es así. Felicitaciones, estén bien, estoy ahí. Buenas noches, gracias. Wow, nice, beautiful doggy. A bakery here, La Parveria. It's a bakery, and they got some good sweets in there, good cakes. Looks like a nice place to visit. Looks really good. Let's take a quick look. And it's also artesanales, meaning artisan or handcrafted pizzeria. And they got nice little things here, nice place. The sweets, chocolate, coffee. Wow, looks nice. And you got another business here, I don't know what it is, in that parking lot. And all that, there's a parking space. There's another part of the business. So I want to see what else. But this is basically a parking space. But they got good stuff here. It's a parking lot. But they got another business in Mexican, also Mexico. Vea, Humberto, algo para vos aquí, Humberto. Ahí está la bandera mexicana. And all of that, Mexico, Mexico. Que viva Mexico, Mexico lindo. Wow. So it's called Restaurante Rumba y Carbón. That's the name of the restaurant, Rumba y Carbón. And it's got like a Mexican flavor to it. Tiene como un ambiente mexicano. Wow, nice. Excellent. But they're playing Vaginatos right now. So let's keep walking and keep walking. And even some beautiful looking women here in La Estrella. They got beautiful women here. The women in La Estrella, they're called Siderenses. The people from La Estrella, they're not called Estrellanos or whatever. They're the way you refer to them, like a person from New York is referred to as a New Yorker, and from Georgia, Georgian or whatever. From La Estrella, people are called Siderenses. Siderense, something like that, yeah. Siderenses. Siderense. So nice. Let's see if anybody else is saying something. Yeah. Those. Oh, so you're Mauricio Estrella. You were my student before. Mauricio, how are you? I'm still teaching English. Mauricio, are you the one that lives over there in, what is it, in Laureles by La Avenida Notivara? Is that you? Or that used to live around there? You're the doctor, right? El doctor. El médico. If that's you, wow, yeah, then I do remember you very well. Excellent. Welcome, Mauricio. Yeah, I'm back here in Colombia. Here, all of this showing people La Estrella. The nightlife here. It's pretty laid back if you want something quiet. Si no quiere algo relajado aquí. Mauricio. Gracias, Mauricio, por estar. Mauricio, if you're ever interested in classes again, English classes, I'm available. I throw that out there. Online, but online, virtual. I don't teach classes in person anymore because I'm constantly traveling to places. I was in Mexico for 6 months until December 1st. Then I went to Los Angeles and San Diego, and then I came back to Colombia. Colombians are very open about their thing. They like to leave their doors open. They don't care about you looking in. A lot of people do that. They leave their doors open. Los colombianos son muy abiertos. Dejan las puertas abiertas, estando ellos ahí while they're home. And And that's it. Yeah, we're always united forever, man. Mexico, Colombia, Venezuela, and many other nations around the world. India, La India, Nepal, Pakistan, with my friends that I'm making from Pakistan now, Musafir and Nasir, two YouTubers that have reached out to my channel, and I'm reaching out to their channels now. And they are in Pakistan. They live in Pakistan. One in Jhelum, Pakistan, and the other one's traveling through somewhere in North Pakistan. I forgot the name of the town at this moment, or the region that is under control by Pakistan, but it's not really Pakistan, or something like that. So if you look at all of that over there, I wish Grand Colombia returns. Okay. As people sometimes say, good luck with that. I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon. I went to India back in 2019, Henry, and I was there for 48 days. I wanted to stay longer, but at that time, I had to return for my in-person classes because at that time, I was teaching at companies. I was teaching different companies, classes in person before this whole garbage started happening around the world in 2020 with the lockdowns and everything and all that. ¿Cómo? Inglés. En YouTube. Yeah. ¿Cómo está? ¿Bien? Excellent. Aquí mostrándole a la gente a la estrella que es bien bacano a visitar. Y aquí estoy en vivo en este momento. Todo bien. People are very happy. And if you look, we're in a valley. These are the mountains. You see all those lights? That's Sabaneta and then Envigado. And then further to the north is Medellin. And we are here in La Estrella. So if you want to be far away from all the hustle and bustle, but still want to be close to Medellin for the weekends and whatever, you can come and live in La Estrella. Rent out an apartment through Airbnb for 6 months as a tourist. You can do it as a tourist and you get good deals usually. And they have some options here. I'm pretty sure. I haven't looked, but I'm pretty sure. And you see all those little lights, like a little line of lights that come and go and disappear going that way? That's Avenida Las Palmas. That goes up to El Retiro and Rio Negro. And you can go that way too to the airport, Jose Maria Cordova. That over there would be still kind of Envigado, Medellin, and Sabaneta towards this side. And we are here in La Estrella. And over the mountain, but you can't see it because of the way the night is the other side, what they call Oriente Antioqueño, Eastern Antioquia. So we're going to go back towards the park one more time. And look, La Estrella, but here they put it with an X. La Estrella. But this is La Estrella. It's a pretty different vibe from what you saw last night. And guys, I want to tell you, for those of you who are watching this live stream right now, we're going to watch it later on down the road, tomorrow, 2 years from now, whatever. I'm going to be doing, as long as I can, live streams on Fridays and Saturdays. Sometimes on the Friday, sometimes on the Saturday, sometimes on both days, as long as I can go to different places and show you different parts of Medellin, different parts of this valley here. Because for now, I'm going to be local in this area until some things change in my with some personal matters I have to tend to and resolve in the coming months. So I can't be traveling to Cali. I can't be going to Bogota. I can't go to Santa Marta. I can't go anywhere outside the state. No overnight trips until I resolve some situations. But every weekend, as long as I can do it, as long as I'm willing and able that I can do it, and whatever, I'm going to be going to other towns here in state that I can come back during the same day. And then when I'm able to go and spend a weekend somewhere, then I'll do it. I'll go out of town and show you other places live on the weekends, plus pre-recorded vlogs. Pre-recorded vlogs. So stay tuned for those things. You'll get in through the notifications if you are subscribed to the channel, and if you have activated the bell for notifications, you'll get it. As the weeks and months wear on, I'm going to have less fewer pre-recorded vlogs on the channel, and it's going to be more like just 2 per week. Right now it's like 5 or 6 because I have a lot of material that I made while I was in Mexico, and I just want all of that to come out in the next 3 or 4 months. And I have some on Colombia here since I've been here, but after a couple of 3 or 4 months, sometime after May, is when it's going to go down to 2 vlogs per week plus 2 live streams, as long as I can do it and I got places that I can go to. Medellin has a lot of material. I can do a lot of vlogging in Medellin, live streaming, because there's so many areas that I can show you in Medellin, and a lot of areas that I can show you in Medellin. Very different areas. Like I got another place that I can do on another occasion, La 45, where they got a lot of tango music in another part of the city. And I got another area, La 80, from, what is it called, that area? La Mota, walking all along La 80 and showing different nightlife situations. Parque Belén at night in that area. Belén Park, another area will be La Villa La Burra, and walking in another area there. I got so many places that I can do live streaming. Well, I definitely don't want to get in that taxi. Taxi's got its own mobile music disco thing going on. This here is Bancolombia. If you're traveling Colombia, that is the safest place where you can get money out. It accepts most credit cards or debit cards from banks around the world. And I'll show you very quickly. It accepts the credit cards or debit cards with MasterCard logo on it, or Maestro, Cirrus, Visa, or American Express. It accepts those things, so you can withdraw money as a traveler wherever you find yourself. And you see, I've been walking around and nothing funny has gone down. Nobody's tried to do stupid stuff. People have been friendly. And that's how I've always felt. In all my 23 years plus that I've been in Colombia, I've only gotten robbed at gunpoint once, and that was in La Guajira. That's the nightclub I was telling you. Alto La Guajira, out in the desert back in 1996 or 97. I forgot, was it 97, 1997? And we got 3 bandits jumped out in the desert from a little tree line and bushes, and they had guns. And the driver that I was with, a family member, he was driving. He tried to do a maneuver to turn back around. It was just a dirt road, sand road, desert road. And he went into a ditch trying to do a U-turn. And it was a low riding car. And we went into the ditch. And because of that, we got robbed. 2 guys had 2 revolvers, and the other one had a rifle. And that's it. And that was the only time. That's all the way out in the desert in La Guajira, all the way in northern Colombia with the border with Venezuela. It's the Colombian desert, one of the Colombian deserts, La Guajira. And we were going, not a paved road, but a dirt road towards where we were going. I lost my train of thought, but anyhow. Yeah, nice to see you too, buddy. Mauricio. Thanks. Yeah, we love Colombia, man. Yeah, la zona de la Estrella es elevada, Humberto. It's a high elevated area here. Yeah, estamos en la colina. We're on the hills. So, we are here. And, yeah, enjoying life. And everybody's having fun. And people are very happy, very friendly. I'm just loving, enjoying life. And let me see if I can get away from the noise, from the loud music for a moment, in case you guys are not hearing me well. This is La Estrella. And it's like 9 o'clock. In a moment, I'll be starting to make my way back to my home in Envigado, because it'll take me about a good 40 minutes because I don't have a vehicle right now. I sold my motorcycle back in June of last year because I left the country. I wasn't planning on coming back to Colombia for 2.5 years, but I came back 6 months later, back in December, because plans changed. and that's life. But like I said, guys, I am gonna be doing more travel outside of this Antioquia area, but I don't know when yet because I got to resolve some issues, some situations going on in my life. For now, I can only do day trips near my home here in Envigado, near my mother's place, and I plan to be going down the line to places like El Retiro, um, La Ceja, Santa Fe de Antioquia, San Jerónimo, but in the coming months. And like I said, live streaming as long as I can, no guarantees. As long as I can, I plan to be doing live streaming on Friday nights and on Saturday nights whenever I can. And whenever I can, you'll get the notification. If you don't get it, it's because I just couldn't do it. But there's so much I want to show you, so much information. But I got a lot of pre-recorded vlogs coming out in the coming weeks and months for digital nomads who are looking for information about being a digital nomad here in the Valley of Aburrá. All of this is the Valley of Aburrá, which includes Medellín, Envigado, La Estrella, Caldas, Sabaneta, Itagüí, Bello, Copacabana, and I don't know what else. And I'll be visiting places like Copacabana at night too to show you the nightlife there, and all of that. And then when I can get my father's truck, when we get it back on the road with the insurance and everything, then he'll lend it to me, and then I can go out and do other places where I know I can drive back on the same night, or I can do other stuff like I said before. So basically that. I hope you have liked this. Remember, please, if you want to share this video with other people through WhatsApp and whatever, you can do it so people can see what kind of life we have here. People are nice people, nice folk, very friendly. You see, nobody has bothered me. Ivan, you like it? Okay, cool, Ivan. Yeah, but that was back in 1998, Ivan. It's all good. It happened. I didn't fight. I gave the robbers, the bandits, my stuff. They took everything I had except my ID and my credit card and my debit card. They didn't take that, but they took my clothing. I didn't fight. I said, what am I going to fight for? Why am I going to get myself killed? My family member, the one that was driving the car, his car, he fought. He was arguing with them, trying to fight, trying to keep his stuff. And if they had been really dangerous people, they would have killed us on account of my family member being an idiot. But luckily, we got out of that one alive with no physical harm, just the robbery and let's say the scare. I wasn't scared, but my uncle was angry, my family member, and I was just calm, cool, and collected. And I told him, yo, relax, don't worry about it. I told him in Spanish, hey, tranquilo, no se preocupe, hermano. Llévese lo que sea, a mí no me importa esto, tranquilo, no hay problema. Because they were kind of like wired up, probably afraid that maybe police were going to come and kill them because they were robbing us or whatever. But out there in the desert, the police are so far away because it's the desert. La Guajira. If anybody's watching this video other than you guys in the future, at this moment, whatever in the future, or you guys tell anybody that goes to La Guajira and wants to do a desert tour, when you go to Rio Hacha, is the city right there at the beginning of La Guajira on the Caribbean coast, tell them to hire a tour where they take you in these Toyota Land Cruisers or these 4x4 vehicles, and these guys know the way and they know the people, and they tell them don't mess with us because we're protecting our tourists, our business, and they won't rob those vehicles. But if you're going on your own and you rent your own little car or whatever and you don't know the way, you're gonna get in trouble. It's best to pay for a guided tour where you go in their vehicle, Toyota Land Cruisers or whatever they use, these big 4x4 vehicles, and they go in groups of 2 or 3 and they do like these 2 or 3 night expeditions and staying out there with camp and everything, and you're pretty safe with them because these people are armed when they take you on these tours, and the robbers out there know not to mess with them. They already know which ones they got to stay away from and which ones they can try to rob in the desert. That's an area of Colombia that is not so safe if you're going on your own. It's best to hire tour guides that have been there for a long time. They got these companies, these offices. When I was there in 1997, they had them. But we decided to go in low-riding car instead of paying the money, and we paid dearly. Not with our lives, not with our health, just with the situation, the experience, and all of our clothing being stolen. At least all my clothing was stolen and everything. I just kept my ID and my shorts and my T-shirt, and that was it. And my debit card and credit card. My uncle, he did have all his ID and wallet stolen, but they didn't steal his clothing because he was fighting with them. He almost got us killed. Fortunately, we didn't get killed. But other than that, that was the only blemish in terms of me getting robbed at gunpoint in Colombia in 23 years plus. Never again have I ever been approached by an armed person with a gun or with a knife or anything. Nothing like that. Never. And I've been in some funny looking places, dangerous looking hoods that people normally shouldn't go to, and I go to them anyway. I've gone to them, and nothing has ever happened to me in those places. Just gotta know where to be. Sí, todo esto está padre, todo esto está bacano, Humberto. Humberto desde México, gracias. Iván y su bambán, Iván Sepúlveda. I speak both languages fluently. Yo hablo los dos idiomas fluidamente. Para los que no hablan tanto inglés, también estoy en YouTube como Eddie Viajero. Eddie, E-D-Y, griega de yuca y viajero. Y en esos videos los hago todos básicamente en español y de vez en cuando uno en español y en inglés. Once in a while I make those videos in Spanish and English on Eddie Viajero. But most of these videos on Traveling Eddie are just in English, especially these live videos. But I'm in Colombia, so I'm speaking Spanish a little bit here and there, but not much. Just when I meet people here, family. A lot of my mom's family lives here in La Estrella. So people are having fun, guys. I'm glad you've liked it here. It's almost an hour into this. So I'm gonna start saying goodbye for now because there's not a lot to show here as opposed to, you know, Parque Lleras, Provenza, like last night, and Manila and Parque Poblado. So there's nothing more to show here. It's a beautiful place to come and visit, not like the places I showed you. So make sure you come and check it out. You can hang out at that place over there, Mi Niño Adorado. It's a good experience right over there on the corner here. That little balcony there with all those colors and colored light bulbs. It's like for Christmas, but it's not Christmas. That's just all year round over there. Or you got the other place around the corner called Mojito, where they play music in English, classic rock and whatever. Or if you want to go to one of these little street things out there with the little umbrellas and parasols outside with the tables and hanging out there, or that little food place over there and chill. Or some other stuff around here. You could come and chill for a few hours and then go back on to, you could come and begin the night here. Basically, you can begin the night here if you want to begin your Friday night life here or Saturday night life here, and then you can catch a taxi. And I didn't tell you how much it was. All the way to Poblado would be about 25,000 pesos. Let's say maximum 30,000 pesos. And for you to get a bearing right now, as the current Colombian exchange rate for a US dollar, for $10, for $1 US, you get 4,000 Colombian pesos. 4,000 Colombian pesos for $1 US. So $10 US is 40,000 pesos Colombian. So 30,000 pesos is $7.50 for a taxi ride from here, La Estrella, to Poblado, to Parque Lleras or whatever, if you want to continue the nightlife over there in Provenza or Parque Lleras or in Envigado. And that's $7.50, and that's about a 25-minute ride, 20 to 25-minute ride from here. So something to consider, so you can have a little bit, not everything has to be Poblado and Medellin. You can experience Copacabana that I will show you in the future, or other little towns here in the valley, or even Caldas, which is south of here, about another 10, 12 minutes by car. I'll show you that in the future. Don't know when. All will be surprises. So good night. Goodbye to everybody. Thank you for joining. Thank you for giving it likes. Thank you for supporting channel Traveling Eddie. And we're exploring Colombia, and especially the Valley of Aburrá, the Medellin metro area. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much. Feliz noche. Good night. Not good evening, but good night. Like, bye-bye. Ciao.